What's up everybody, hope you all are doing well. Today I'm really excited to announce my latest LEGO My Own creation. What makes this mock reveal a little bit special is that I don't often get the chance to build brand new modern modular buildings. Now a modern modular building is a twist on LEGO's famous modular building line, adapted to more modern architecture and really designed to capture the local flair here in Miami. As such, we know Miami is a very popular destination for folks to wind down, have drinks, socialize, and party. So of course, one of the things I have fallen in love with lately are the rooftop bar scenes. And as such, it is really two of them that are combined to make this build. The size of this building at 3 stories and the pink wall on the side come from Astra Rooftop in Wynwood. The black and white tuxedo style exterior and really the actual design of the rooftop space itself comes from another very popular and up and coming rooftop, which is Rosa Sky in Brickell. This building is really a combination of scenes from Brickell, Wynwood, and the Design District. Design District less so, but I will get into that in a moment. The Astra Rooftop Lounge, located in Wynwood, which has this pink wall, is a 3rd-story rooftop space that has a lot of foliage, very nice vibes. It does attract popular DJs and has ample space for dining and drinking. Many folks gather there for large and small social gatherings. Astra was open around the time of the COVID pandemic, and when I was there in 2021, I really enjoyed the view, especially when you're facing the south side of the building and have the view of the central Miami skyline. Rosa Sky opened much more recently, presumably in the summer of 2023, and is on the 22nd story of the AC Hotel in Brickell. Now, if I want to build a 22-story building in minifig scale in LEGO, it will very likely exceed the height of this room, so we really had to scale things down. So the 3rd story size of Astra seemed very suitable for this build. Now I've done 30+ story skyscrapers using selective compression, so it is possible in the future I will revisit and consider modeling some of the Brickell high-rises, which include the AC Hotel and ultimately Rosa Sky. What's very neat about Rosa Sky is the very fancy looking projections on the ceiling of the rooftop. However, as much as I had hoped to copy this in LEGO, it has proven rather impractical. The Rosa Sky rooftop not only boasts very cool drink offerings such as the Rosa Sky cocktail or the espresso martini, and the DJ selection is also world class, and some of my favorite music has been heard in my visits over there. And aside from the glamour of the rooftop, we focus on some of the other spaces that have been captured in these areas of Miami. This modular building has a pop-up clothing store, a dog grooming and goodie shop, and on the 2nd story, a little bit of a mouthful here, it's really a creative studio. So really YouTube influencers, creatives would congregate there and have meetings, do creative strategies, and even film podcasts. And we'll all take a look at some of the details inside. In trying to find a way to merge the concepts of Rosa Sky and Astra into one building, I found one commonality which is a little interesting and one that could resonate with some of the target audiences of these 2 rooftops. So going around the image of a butterfly seemed to be an ideal path to take. And in French, the butterfly translates to Papillon, which sounds very fancy, and the entire vibe of these rooftops is fancy and upscale and classy. So Papillon is the brand name of the rooftop model here in LEGO City. So we take a little bit of a creative license here and impose that on this model. This seems to make pretty good sense, as in Rosa Sky you will find inscriptions of butterflies on the walls and support columns, and in Astra's case on the south wall you will find metal butterflies, which here are represented by abstractions using the quarter circle tiles that came in the LEGO Friends set, Andrea's Modern Mansion. Now, in explaining the concept of naming this rooftop lounge the Papillon SkyLounge, I revealed one of the many details I've incorporated into this build. But without further ado, let's really dig in, open up the model to the 3 layered removable floors and take a closer look at the features of this building. The individual stories come off pretty cleanly even though they are semi-permanently attached, and they reveal the various features of this building. It may have been previously revealed from a past upload that there is a functioning elevator inside this modular building. However, my poor design skills have obscured this from view for the most part. But now you get to see it in operation. So it comes with both a hand crank which uses these cylinder bricks and ties it in with the exterior scenery, or we have a motorized option which has a considerable gear reduction which allows the elevator to function at a more prototypical speed. The gearbox is shown here, and we use a Mindstorms based motor to carry this out. Thankfully I have a few spares of these that I'm able to put towards this model. So the pink wall of Astra led to another idea that popped up in my head, which is to model a dog groomer. There are a couple local dog groomers whose exterior architecture does consist of pink walls, so this was a nice little match. They also sell like dog treats, toys, and other goodies that are particularly useful for your favorite pals. A small abstract register and a small barrel which anyone can really interpret what's inside are included, and in the back, really abstractly, I included a dog getting grooming. So the details are not too extensive here. Lots of biscuits used for show, but at least what's neat is that the exterior light can really hit it, and you can see some of these details pop off as you're looking from outside when the entire building is assembled. And for good measure, we have a local walking a husky and a cup full of water to feed the local dog, especially useful in South Florida's hot temperatures. So next we have a pop-up store. My buddy Anthony and I were venturing around the design district one day, and we stumbled across a store full of a number of different sellers selling their own merch, be it clothing, hats, pants, shirts, etc. And this is a very nifty and perhaps a little bit of a sustainable concept, because not everybody is going to be around the whole year. Maybe it doesn't make economical sense for them to be selling there the entire year. Maybe they're traveling, so renting out a space for a couple months at a time seems like a pretty nifty and useful idea. Now here we have some pants, a skirt back there, and some exotic and interesting clothing, a green torso, soccer jersey, conductor's outfit, etc. And now if you notice, there's no register, and that is because the man in charge takes Zelle. And past the entrance to the Papillon SkyLounge is the lobby area, and really kind of the waiting area for the elevators like in all rooftops, except we go kind of the extra mile and we do a little bit of wall art showing the butterfly wings converging to the elevator, and a little bit of mossy foliage with our two favorite LEGO Friends girls taking a group selfie there. This is very similar to what is seen at many rooftop spots, and of course was inspired by Rosa Sky Rooftop. Our creator studio makes up the second floor with a number of mini-sized rooms with many various functions. First, you come out of the elevator and you arrive at the waiting area. There's a receptionist whose desk I have shown a tutorial of on this channel. Check it out, it's a recently uploaded short. A small, not too detailed sitting area, and some flowers facing the window, which is obscured by the foliage surrounding the Papillon rooftop. Now, once the receptionist lets you in, you have 4 possible rooms to check out. First, we have the kitchen here, which is for the general staff working in the area, as well as for the use of the guests, with a refrigerator, which I've also shown a tutorial how to build it very quickly. It's actually a very fast mini build, simple yet kind of effective. Dishwasher, sink, microwave, and some areas to store cutlery, and another little flower for aesthetic purposes. Next, we have the conference room with a 4-seat table. The man is filming the woman Who knows what their dialogue is about, maybe a current event or a video technique or just some random influencer thoughts. And we have a glass case of nothing, it's really not filled, just there for decoration. And a trophy case and some extra accessories with our golden minifig, I guess symbolizing some sort of a content creation award. Here we better be quiet because filming is in progress. A brand new podcast episode is being filmed. The camera represents a Sony Alpha, much like my own, with the appropriate lens. A clear table here, minifigs having discourse here, a little lamp straight out of the LEGO Friends set, and a bookshelf for decoration. The man here is curating the entire video shoot. And here is the post-production studio, which is currently unoccupied because everything else is going on in this building. I have also shown a quick tutorial on this channel through a YouTube short about how to build the post-production display studio, showing a couple of audio-visual outputs, multiple screens, speakers, etc., and of course the keyboard. Small little flower is there for aesthetic and calming purposes. So this is really kind of the circle of life and the full cycle for a content creation studio. But the best part, the most exciting part, where all the vibes and all the energy are, still is yet to come. Rising high above on the 3rd floor is the Papillon SkyLounge. So once you come out the elevator, you're in the little lobby area. A small bathroom is there hidden out of view, and you come out and you meet the hostess. She'll either take you to a small table where you have table service, or just direct you to the bar space or the balcony seating. And the bar is very lively, with a couple of folks having some nice conversation and the bartender making a mysterious drink with a neon green bottle. A couple of liquor bottles are shown here and more stored back there. And the DJ here is spinning the best and latest Afro house music. Some of the most exciting beats that have emanated in Miami area speakers. Lots of folks having chats and fun. And here a trio of sig figs. On the left, that's Steph, the SM Lego. In the middle, that's Salad Bricks, Lewis from LEGO Masters Season 4. And to the right, myself, filming a train passing by because this is going to be facing the street and facing the tracks in the distance. All of us are sipping on our favorite drinks and capturing some moments. And of course, to capture the essence, we have giant speakers mounted on the support pillars and a variety of strobing and glittering lights mounted on the top. These do not function yet, but they may at a later date. A non-functioning but functioning fountain is positioned here for an extra detail. This helps fill up the space that is created with this little balcony here. Now that we told the story of the Papillon SkyLounge and surrounding stores and offices, I will let you a little more into some of the building techniques used to complete this model. The foliage effect is created by extensive use of snot studs down on top techniques, or relate carefully using the 5:2 stud ratio that is used many times in LEGO creations. This is kind of a technique that is seen in the downtown diner when building out the 2nd and 3rd stories, as the wall is dependent on the snot techniques and is overlaid on top of tiles just like this. Similarly, the ceiling here is made to look kind of like a butterfly, even though some may think it looks like a ghost or some religious figure. I tried to make it look abstractly like a butterfly. I hope I did okay with that, but uses snot techniques as well, and upside down mounted tiles here to connect to the support pillars. As another feature, clear 1x4 and 1x2 panels are used to allow natural light into the building, which allows a source of illumination when no direct illuminating source is available. The cooler light that is prevalent in this room, as well as in train show venues, does kind of give a nightclub vibe, as many nightclubs employ strobe lights and colder lighting to add some effect. Notice that there is a large emphasis on color contrast and coordination, where we have the dark green contrasting with the bright pink, lavender contrasting with the cool yellow, and white contrasting with the black. I have tried to pay a little bit more attention to the color composition in order to create a more visually palatable building. And what I really liked is how the tuxedo effect kind of came out here. Sort of as demonstrated in my circle tutorial, I used these 1x4 by 5/3 curved slopes to create this effect here with the exterior awning. It is shown carrying on to the rest of the building. And these clips can attach to anything, likely a later addition, maybe like a set of speakers or maybe some extra decorations. And the seaweed flows downward this time to really create this mossy look that is seen in many Miami nightlife spots. And lastly, for this discussion, we have the alternating slope bricks, inverted slope and non-inverted slope, creating the exterior effect that is seen in the AC Hotel building in Brickell, albeit much more compressed. So all in all, I feel I have captured some of what Miami has been up to lately with this build. In the first floor, we have the city life. The second floor, we have the creator and influencer life. And on the third floor, we have the nightlife. And overall, through the various months of design, development, and final touches, I feel that this has been a very fun and enjoyable build, and I'm very excited that I am finally able to share it with you guys right now. But ultimately, what's going to be more fun is displaying this model, and there will be many opportunities in the future to put this out there in the public for you all to see in person. So I'd like to thank you all for joining me on this tour of my latest modular building, and if you haven't already, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. That way you'll be the first to know when I make a new MOC, build a new LEGO set, or have any other things to share from my constantly growing empire. Anyhow, from HQ, where we are blasting earth-shattering, ground-shaking music on the top floor of the Papillon SkyLounge, this is TE out.